Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of GregTech New Horizons. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Last episode we did manage to go to the moon, we got titanium, and finally, we are in the EV age. Is it any good? No, it's much worse. Do you wanna know why? A few episodes ago I told you that the two main essential ingredients of GregTech are circuits and metals. When we reached LV, we wanted steel, and iron is everywhere. When we wanted aluminium in order to go to MV, hardened clay is everywhere. Stainless steel was basically just an alloy of a few stuff, so it was not a problem. The problem is titanium. Do you know why? You cannot find it on Earth, because it's literally on the moon. Adding to our current problem, titanium is not the only metal that we need in the EV age, we also need tungsten, I think, and a lot of platinum. Because now that we have titanium, we have unlocked applied energistics, and if you look at anything in applied energistics, you also need a lot of platinum. And this is where we get to the main problem. In order to make platinum, I need a few chemicals, and we are making them in our farming area, but we're not producing them fast enough. If you are playing on a server, that's not a huge deal, you just sleep overnight, and voila, you have a lot of chemicals. I don't play on a server, so I need to make them really fast. Also, we are not just interested in the chemicals to make platinum, we also need chemicals in order to make TNT. Our TNT production is garbage. It's incredibly slow. Because if you guys remember, we need toluene in order to make industrial TNT, and the way that we get toluene at this very moment is from naphtha. And you get like, 40 millibuckets per 1000. So in addition to all the problems that I have just mentioned, we have another problem. Geography. That is a massive lake, this is a huge mesa, that is the river with another huge mesa, and we have a massive mountain over here. So the entire flat area that I can build is here. That's it. We are kind of boxed in, and we need more real estate, so we need to clear this mountain. And not only that, we need to transfer everything from our farming area to our oil production facility. Because sometimes I need to mix the chemicals and they're not really close, and we don't have ender tanks. Not yet. So what we need to do is that I need to start clearing up this mountaintop, and then we need to have two farms, one for wheat and one for trees. I know we have been to the moon and now I need a tree farm. So my dear friends, do you know what stands before you? That is called a blank canvas. On its own, it's garbage and useless. We need to start painting. I just realized that would imply that you're going to wait for a work of art. No. It's just going to be modern art. So do not get your hopes up, I'm not a builder. It looks horrendous, doesn't it? That's because you just see a wall which is plain and horrible. The thing is, it's not a wall, it's actually a terrace. That is an arcane levitator. It's a fancy elevator. So this is the first terrace, then we go up, this is the second one, we go up a little bit more, the third one, and finally the fourth one. And these terraces that you see over here are going to be the place where we are going to process all of our chemicals, at least for the moment. But before I start moving our farming area to the top of the mountain, there are a few things that we need to take care of together. Because I am going to go through thousands of resources and you kind of need to know where they're coming from. So first off, stainless steel. That is almost 16 stacks, and also 4 stacks of nichrome. We also have 1 stack of titanium tetrachloride, which is 1 stack of titanium. We take it, and I think now is the time to start processing everything. So stainless steel does require oxygen in order to work, we have plenty of oxygen, and we have plenty of blast furnaces. Nichrome requires nitrogen, and thankfully we also have enough nitrogen, but just in case I'm going to fill it in a little bit more. And finally we come to titanium, so we need magnesium dust, and titanium tetrachloride goes in. You still work, right? Yes, 20 seconds. Good. That should be enough stainless steel for the projects that we have today. Thankfully I did find a chromite ore on Moon, which is basically chrome, so stainless steel is not a problem. Oh, you're back! What happened? I don't know. We spent our first pieces of titanium in order to make an EV machine hull, we're going to use the rest in order to make rings. Because I want to propose. No. Actually, what I want to do is that I want to upgrade my backpacks to the big ones. They're empty, so don't you worry. So I'm assuming you can hold like 3 chests? No, it's 3 1/3. Not that bad. You know, I can just read 90 slots. Because the previous one was 63, so it's a huge improvement. One more thing, I want to go with better super tanks for holding fluids, and I think we're going to go with Super Tank Mark II. It can hold 8 million millibuckets of fluid, and that's actually really good. Super Tank Mark III is something that we can manage, but it's slightly expensive, because you need 4 circuits in order to make the tank itself, and 4 circuits in order to make the field generator. This one on the other hand is just the 4 circuits, that's it. But there is always a but. We need PVC. I have never made PVC, but it does not seem to be something very complicated. We just need a chemical reactor, some ethylene and chlorine. We have a teeny tiny bit of chlorine, not that bad. We take 2 stacks, because I have 1 stack of ethylene. Oh, we have titanium. We take it. So circuit number 1, ethylene goes here, and fluorine has to go from the top. Okay, it does work. That only gives us the VC, we need to add the P. And ironically the P is O, oxygen. Wait a minute, we have the catwalks mod. Really? I'm going to blame you? Nobody told me about that. This might be GregTech New Horizons, but it is a mod pack. We have other mods, which are actually much more fun than GregTech. Anyhow, this is my PVC, I go make catwalks. So I just wanted to give you a very small progress update. I wanted to make some Pyrolyse ovens, 2 of them to be exact, and I did not pay attention to how much bronze you need. NEI tells you that you need a minimum of 60 Pyrolyse oven casings, which I think we are going to need more than 60 because it's the minimum and you always need a little bit more. And in order to make each and every one of them, you need 6 bronze plates, plus 4 steel plates and 2 iron plates. My issue is bronze. I use most of them for pipes. Of course, a Pyrolyse oven is basically a coke oven and we need to burn something inside it. What are we going to burn? Wood. So I have made the tree farm over here. Tree farms are ugly, so I thought we should hide it. And I can't find it. Oh, it's here. What happened here? So the solar panels are garbage. How much do you make? I should have read that. 10 RF. How expensive is this one? 40 RF. It's not that bad, we can manage it. It's just that I have to get rid of the trees. But as usual, one stupid problem at a time. Can we have 2 stacks? No, I have to wait for more bronze. It's okay. I think the only thing that we're missing is some fused quartz, and I believe I was making some, yes. So can I have an upgrade? Thank you. The reason that I need solar panels for the tree farm is that it's too far away from our main base and it's very difficult to provide it with fuel. So it kind of has to be self-sufficient. I don't want to come here every time and bring fuel. Aha! You work. Thank you. We want to be able to burn some wood inside the Pyrolyse oven in order to get some byproducts so that we can process them in order to get more byproducts which are going to be useful for us. The problem is we need to transfer the wood from there, from our farm, to a Pyrolyse oven which should be in this area, and that is a distance of 170 meters away. That is too much. That is actually too much for an item conduit or a pipe, but it's not that much for a train. So we're going to have our first train network for the tree farm. I hate gravel. You're a jerk. And it's literally everywhere. It's okay, that is the tree farm. We're there. I have been working around the base for a while and I had a little bit of a brain fart, so I thought we visit a very old project. The railroad. Actually, the main reason that we are visiting the bore is that I made new rails so we can use them. So if you guys remember, the idea was that we are going to have a rail network which is going to connect the oil fields to our base, as well as ores that we might find on the way. Because yes, there are void miners which are going to be available to us 2 ages from now, but for the moment we have to find actual ores. Meaning that there has to be a physical ore under the ground that we would be able to mine. Also, the surface oil from Buildcraft is relatively important for us, and this area has a high concentration of oil. We can literally count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, actually 13 and 14, 15. There are a lot of oil fields here, so it does make sense to have a little bit of investment in transportation. No, don't do garbage work. Please. Anyways, the train is over here, we want to go through the mesa and come back through the mountain. I just had to redirect the tunnel board towards the mesa, which is I think 14 chunks away, and it should have enough rails to make it. I don't really want to give it more because I think it will then cross the mesa. But in the meantime, I'm also going to help it a little bit by removing some of the trees. Cause it can't really remove the entire tree and it's going to leave a mess. And talking about mess, you might cause a mess. Maybe you too. I don't know. Well, basically anything that moves. And over here there are so many nodes. I haven't found a hungry node yet. You see what I'm talking about? 2 oil reservoirs next to each other. We have reached the mesa biome, I redirected the boar one more time, and now we're going south. I think I gave it enough resources in order to dig, I don't know, until here, which to put things into perspective is actually a crazy distance. Then we will turn back and bring it back to our base. But so far that is a huge distance, that is the mesa that we're digging, and look at the tracks. It goes all the way. Yeah, I think it's more than 1000 blocks to our base, not to the mountain. And by the way, we have another train over here, which is actually functioning. Maybe it's not functioning, the inventory is full? Yep, it's okay, I can empty that. We have already gone through how the trains work, how to load them, how to unload them, how to give them fuel and water, so we just go through what this train is doing. Well, basically, it's a pipe, not a train. Because the only job it has is to carry resources from our tree farm to our factories over here. So yes, it's a fancy pipe. But anyways, the way that it works is that I do have a fueling station over here, which is out of coal for some reason, and I do have a water station over here. We will provide it with coal and water. The tree farm itself is at the end of the tunnel, and we do have another loading system over here, which takes the saplings, apples and oak and puts it inside the train, if it has any space. You see? Now it's loading. I had to empty the inventory. I have to adjust the tracks because it's picking up the coal. Whenever there's no more space, it will continue its journey. It should stop over here for a very short time to get a little bit of water. Yes, it should. Good, good, good. I did not mess it up. And if it's out of fuel, it will stop over there as well. Now you should go. Okay. And again, if there is any space over here, which later on I'm actually going to fix it, it should empty its inventory. Yes, it filled it in, and now it's going back for another round. But here is the part where I had a brain fart. I want to use a pyrolyse oven in order to get byproducts from burning wood. One of the important byproducts that I wanted was wood tar, because if we put it inside the distillation tower, it's going to give us toluene, which we needed in order to make TNT. And that's actually a far better yield than our entire refinery, so that's good. But it's also going to give us benzene, phenol, and creosote oil, which we also need them later on for other stuff. But the problem is, there are also other byproducts, which there is coal gas, which gives you, I don't know, some stuff. And then there is wood vinegar, which gives you acetone, acetic acid, methanol, ethanol, and water, and acetate. You might think that's it. No, there's also something called wood gas, which gives you CO2, ethylene, hydrogen gas, carbon monoxide, and methane. Are we done? Absolutely not. This is GregTech. Everything has to be super complicated. There is also charcoal byproducts, which again gives you wood tar, vinegar, gas, and benzene. So if it gives you the same stuff, maybe we don't need you. This does not seem to have any uses, so we don't need you. We have to work with these three: tar, vinegar, and gas. So I need 3 pyrolyse ovens? That's expensive. Look into my eyes. Mesmerizing, isn't it? Look into my eyes and tell me, isn't that the ugliest multi-block structure that you have ever seen in your life? We should hide it. It's too bad. Yes, that is one of the ugliest multi-blocks that I have ever seen, but there is one more thing which I didn't check. 250 millibuckets of nitrogen every 3 seconds. That's quite a bit. You're very annoying. We cannot fully automate it because I do not have a reliable source of nitrogen, but let us see if it works. Oh, and by the way, yes, I did mention that we are going to have 3 pyrolyse ovens, but I could only afford 2. The third one will be for the next episode. And we are going to only set up the ones which have a similar distillation tower, meaning it's going to be wood tar and wood gas. So first things first, we need resources from our train. And these are the resources. Oh, you fall down here. Okay. So I think here's how we're going to do this. We are going to have a small item pipe over here, and I did bring a conveyor belt. So everything that we are gathering is going to go inside this drawer. You import? One day? No? You're not connected to the drawer? No. Okay, good. We're getting the wood. My dear friend, you're garbage. You're also garbage. A hopper is going to be much more useful. Maybe one thing that we can do is that we can just put the drawer under you. Will that work? Oh yes. Interesting. I was hoping that I don't need that many conduits in order to transfer the items and I can use GregTech, but GregTech is not very good. I think we have to go with item conduits from Ender.io. And I'm just hoping I have enough. Yes. We had enough. Don't you worry. For the pyrolyse ovens, we should make a filter just for the wood, because we don't want the saplings or the apples to go inside. Very good, they're getting wood. Actually, only one of them is getting wood. We should put you on round robin for the moment until I get speed upgrades. So wood tar is going to be circuit number 10, wood gas is going to be circuit number 6. And if I give you a little bit of nitrogen, you should work. I hope. Well, actually you're not going to work because I have not hit you with a soft mallet. Now you should work. 8 seconds. Also 8 seconds. Weird. Well, that does give me charcoal and that does give me wood gas. So if that is the case and it's going to take 8 seconds, then maybe I don't need that much nitrogen? No, but that gives me a lot of charcoal. What can I do with charcoal? Coal tar. Then, ladies and gentlemen, probably we are going to have a 4th pyrolyse oven. Next episode. Not today. Pyrolyse ovens are expensive. I can only afford 2. Although it's not just a pyrolyse oven, each pyrolyse oven is also going to need a distillation tower, so yeah, it's kind of expensive. I had to go and bring some fluid pipes, but what we want to do is that yes, we are getting wood gas, but now we need to start processing it in a distillation tower. And I think you don't need a pump, you just auto-eject, right? We will see. Yes, it just goes in. Perfect. So you start working, and yes, CO2 gas, ethylene, methane gas, carbon monoxide, and hydrogen gas. This is actually very good because now I can take the ethylene from here, that is also our ethylene pipe from the oil, and we can process polyethylene over there. I'm not really sure what to do with CO2, but I think we just electrolyze it in order to get carbon and oxygen. I have hooked up the other one, which is wood tar, and let us see what kind of goodies we get. And how fast. Creosote oil, okay, that is good. Phenol, benzene, and toluene. That's actually good. Really good. It's much faster than our naphtha, which is also relatively close by, so I can make a pipe. The problem is that the hatchet that you put inside your stupid farm does not actually gain any experience from iguana twigs because the user is not using it, a machine is using it. So I don't really know how to fix that, except repairing the hatchet. And it doesn't even have any modifiers. Sadly for today we don't have any more resources in order to progress any further. I don't even have enough bronze to make pipes in order to connect everything, so I just came to check up on our tunnel bore. And then I saw something interesting. Do you see it too? So there's nothing on the map, but if you go to caves, there is something here, and I don't really know what it is. It's here. At first I thought it's going to be a mob spawner, but you don't see any mobs on the map. Ooh. Dungeon floor. Loot games. What? So you cannot break it. You can break that one. I need a door. Oh, it's this thing. The memory game. I'm really bad at this. Okay. Yes, thank you. It's this one and that one. We are basically playing Simon Says. Perfect time to catch on fire. That was it? Only 4? Oh no, it continues. It was this. I forgot. I was correct. Again, I was correct. This is getting out of hand. You do realize there is a limit to people's memory. I'm just saying. Oh, come on. Please stop. That, and that? No. Oh, you start from the beginning. No, I'm not in the mood. And in hindsight, I should have brought coal. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye. I'm still running. Yes, we're good. Bye bye.